its ability includes allowing you to chat with the model. Also, you can get some autocomplete actions as well. First, I can select the model I want. This is my command, write python main.py that when run takes one argument, a URL, return the extracted information. Hit this button, and as you can see here, if I have it, my cursor there, I can click insert and it will be populated here. Try asking it to write an HTML code. Write an HTML code that renders a simple sign up page, and it's actually not bad. Don't forget to give us likes, leave your comments, share us to your friends, and also subscribe to our channels. We have YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and Facebook. This section is going to be showing you how you can have a AI coding assistant within Visual Studio Code. And the way to do that is going to be using an extension called Continue. An extension Continue allows you to configure what kind of AI you want to use as an assistant, and its ability includes allowing you to chat with the model. You can ask the DeepSeek model or whatever model you want to help you with the task. You can explain what you want. You can attach a file as a context to it. Also, you can get some autocomplete actions from the Continue tool as well. But you need to do some configuration, but I will show you how to do it. But anyway, so you install Visual Studio Code and you install the extension, and then you open this configure JSON file and config the file like this. All right, let's do it in concrete. So let me remove what I don't want here, and here it is. Oh, I'll put it right here. All right. Oops. So I am actually going to zoom in. Anyway, first of all, this is my VSCode, and you can find the Continue extension by typing in the Continue over here. And this is it. Make sure that you check for some credibility here, like click this and you get to the website and see if it's legit or not. 600,000 downloads looks okay, but even though it's not like it can be a misleading one, but I think this is great. This is the right one. You install it and you then need to configure it. How to configure it? If you're in a Mac, you press Command-Shift-P and type in continue, open continue config, and you will land a config.json file. What you need to do here is to add this chunk of code to this file for the models. This is for chatting with the model. So you need to provide what models you have access to. In terms of Ollama, this is the the syntax that you need to put in. Model, the name of the model in Ollama system. The provider is Ollama, and the title that you will see here. So you can do something crazy. It doesn't have, what I'm trying to say here is it doesn't have to be exact like this. So you can do something different that you will quickly understand. All right, as an example. For auto-completion mode, it's recommended to use the Qwen 2.5 Coder 3B instead of DeepSeek. So make sure you download that model. And in terms of embeddings, if you want to have many files out of context, then it needs to process those, right? It's recommended to use the Nomic embedding model instead. All right, so you can config whatever it is. Here you can learn more about what these things are, or the Continue abilities in its website. So I'm here just to show you what it can do quickly. What you can actually do here is, let's say that I want to create a code that would do something. You can then type Command I to bring up the interface, right? And then you can type what you want. As an example, I will maybe set up a situation that, let me just back to chat. First, I can select the model I want. If the task is complex, make sure you use a larger model. For example, the 14 billion parameter ones. So let's say that I want the Python file to do it like this. This is my command, right? A Python main.py that when run takes one argument, which is a URL, then use request and beautiful soup to extract information from the given URL and then return the extracted information as strings if getting URL's info is successful, otherwise return an error as a string. Now I will hit this button and it's going to do its magic. So while it's doing its thing, I want to show you that this guy is being updated. So hopefully that's not going to be so embarrassing, but let's see. Here we go. What model is it trying to load? Here we go. Yeah, it's now trying to load the 14 billion DeepSeek R1 parameter to its system. It's doing some loading and printing out some meta information for us to see, and you can actually check the memories probably that it's using. But anyway, so it's now running, right? Now it's being run, and as you can see here, it has some output. Okay, look at that. Okay, now it tells me to, okay, use this. Oh, okay, this is the code, main.py. I'm sorry, yeah, that's the main one, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what I can do here is, if I have it, my cursor there, I can click insert, and it will be populated here. All right, well, the moment of truth, let's actually run it. Am I in the right environment? Let's see if I have beautiful soup. Okay, I do. Maybe I should be able to run it. So let's actually get a URL link. Hang on, guys. I am going to use the URL link from the website of the extension itself. So let's try. Poetry run Python demo 3 py and that. Okay, URL title is correct. This is the title of the web page. Here, meta description, amplified developers AI enhanced. Yeah, that's the meta description. Are you happy with that? I think so. If you see that this is not the right one, let's try to see that. Awesome. But instead of meta, only meta description, I want all detailed you can get from the URL. Let's see what it's going to do. It's thinking. I actually like the animation that we now can see that it's thinking. Okay, now it's, again, this is a chain of thought built into the reasoning model, allowing you to see how it's thinking, and you can actually follow through, and at the end you can correct it too. I think this is neat. You know what, like what I observed here is that initially I thought the 14 billion parameter model is going to be slow, but look at that. It's, if I can recall how I felt the GPT-4o respond in terms of speed, I think it's at the same level as GPT-4o API level. And yeah, and this is now running on my laptop with this capability. I think I'm pretty happy with that. All right, I'm a little bit not sure if it will be able to do that. Wow, the code is getting complicated. Hopefully it's going to be finished soon, and then we can try out run. Okay, now it's returning, and now it's okay. This is like a text template, and it's trying to fill in the URL, the title, the meta, and so on. And here we go. Okay, well, explaining the code. All right, let's see if I can actually click this box. Okay, all right, let's actually click apply right here. Oh, okay, now you can selectively accept and reject the line of code here. So I will actually like accept accept, accept, accept. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have. Oh, come on. I click accept. Why is it not going through? I have to come to this level. That's weird. All right. So anyway, so it seems like I have accepted all of its recommendation, and therefore I can try to run again. Ooh, that is an error. You can keep going round and round, like here. Got error. Fix it. Analyze and fix it. Yeah, now you have you can have your own AI coding assistant if you have a powerful enough laptop, by the way. I try to use the smaller model like the 1.5 DeepSeek R1 1.5 billion parameter. Really bad at doing code assistant, but for a 14 billion parameter, I think it is okay. You get the performance for free. I think that's before I actually continue with my agenda here, and I will leave the DeepSeek R1 trying to fix it, but we are not going to wait for it. Is that I have tried to asking it to write an HTML code, and my exact request is this: write an HTML code that renders a simple sign-up page, and below here is what it actually came up with. This full disclosure, I do not know how to write HTML code, and if this is the case, then it's actually helping me out a lot, and you can actually see that it's actually not bad, right? Simple sign-up page. Yeah, it can definitely do simple things like this. All right. So for those of you who are not developers, well, your excuses of not doing anything simple is now less and less valid, right?